What's up, everybody? I am here today with my good friend Rohin. Did I pronounce that right?
Hey guys, how are you?
Good. There's nobody on just yet. Once anybody gets on, let me know if you can hear us and see us. Did I pronounce your name okay?
Yeah, that's Rohin.
Rohin. All right. Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Glad you could make it today. We'll give everybody just a few minutes to get on. SEOs are perennially late.
Yeah, that's all right.
So, how's everything going over there?
All sweet, man. Bit of a panic.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's still better. Things are recovering pretty well. Businesses are going on. So yeah, can't complain. Yeah, can't complain.
Simo says hello, can hear and see clearly. Craig says, yep, can hear and see. Craig says, hey, Chris and Rohin. John says, yes, I can hear and see you. Carl says, what's up, guys? What's up, Carl?
Hey, Carl.
Jim says, hey, Chris and Rohin.
Hey, Jim. What's up?
Eduardo says, hello, guys. Wow, big turnout so far today. You're a popular guy, Rohin.
Oh, me? You reckon?
I do. Nitin says, hi, guys.
To throw in as much information as I can. A few of the folks I know already. Carl, good friend of mine. So yeah, I know a few others as well.
I sent it out to the whole list today too, not just the people that usually watch live streams. So we should get some good turnout. Asim, who will have no questions for me, says, hey, great to be here with you guys. That's just a running gag between Asim and I. All right. People rolling in fast today. This is going to be a good session.
Great.
Go ahead and mute that. All right. You know what? Why don't we just go ahead and get into it? Because I know you have a lot you want to cover. First of all, why don't you go ahead and tell us a little bit about yourself and what you do and, yeah, whatever you want to say.
All right. Hey, guys. It's great to be here. I'm Rohin. And a bit of a background of myself. I did my engineering back in 2005. And my master's was in 2007 in artificial intelligence from University of South Australia. And after the completion of the degree, I worked for 6 years. I worked in a gold mining company. I was working as a project engineer with no idea at all what the digital marketing, SEO, everything is till 2012. When one of my good friends, he told me about a few of his projects. And I said, like, all right, so this is new. As a mechanical engineer, I mean, like computers and everything was kind of a very different. So I said, all right. So what I did at that time, I started looking into few aspects, and then I came to know about a site called Flippa. We all know Flippa is it's a good site. So where we can go and we can actually purchase the sites. So I said, all right, why not give it a try? So I remember that was mid 2012 when I purchased a site in the tourism niche from Flippa. And you know what? That was a big fail. I started actually telling my friends, I was running like AdSense on that site. And I started telling my friends, this is my site. Why don't you go and visit that? I told them, all right, you're going to see some, like ads running on that pages. So you can click on that one, because I was having no idea. Like how to monetize it. I was no idea at all how to bring in the traffic. So that wasn't really good. I ran out of the friends and everyone. So that project actually failed. I did the same thing, purchased another site in a little different one, because I thought that maybe it's a tourism, is not something my piece of cake. So I purchased in a different one that was a dog niche, and the same thing. So then I started scratching my mind. I thought, like, why that kept on failing? What is the problem? And how do I bring in the traffic to my website? And then while reading about it, I came to know about SEO. I said, all right, now this is something interesting, and this is how I need to get the traffic on my website. And then that's when the interest actually came up. And I remember I did few paid courses, did a lot of testing. I started with the affiliate projects, and that was 2014 when, due to some family stuff, I planned to actually came back to India to stay with my family. So, and when I came back, I never actually looked for any job in mechanical or nothing like that. I said, no, I'm going to pick this stuff as a full-time career now. Then I started selling out, like a few gigs, and there was a time when I actually met Chris as well. So slowly and slowly, I get into different kind of like a managed SEO campaigns. I work for agencies, and that's it. So today, fast forward 6 years, it's almost like we have got 35 in-house staff members, a lot of vendors we are working with at the moment, and we got a small team it's a sales team we have got in Australia as well. All right, and then we manage about like 300 plus SEO campaigns at the moment for 50 plus SEO agencies. Bunch of them are actually from Chris as well, and it's doing good. It's going good at the moment, and we are providing like end-to-end complete digital marketing solution to these agencies. Apart from that, I'm doing actually my affiliate projects as well and lead gen as well these days.
Great. That's a hell of an origin story. I didn't know some of that myself. And like I said, we met through another marketplace that we used to sell on, and I've gotten to know you very well. And people that know me, that know that I'm very particular about who I bring in to teach in the training that I offer. And I don't even do most of the training. We have Jeff and we have Scott and we have Jim. Rohin actually covers the entire section on outreach and link building and things like that. So I just wanted to, kind of reaffirm. And I've also been incorporating your domain authority stacking techniques for at least 5 years now, and I still to this day get good results from them. So you know your shit is basically what I'm trying to sum up there. So I don't know. I guess do you want to just get into what you want to get into? Because I know you have a lot you want to talk about, or you want to show people today. You want to just jump into it?
No worries. All right, I'll go and share my screen. And so, okay, so all good. All right, guys, let me know if you're able to see my screen, please.
All right, give me a sec here and I will arrange it. All right, I think they should be able to see your screen, right, guys?
All right, so all good?
Yeah, somebody just let me know for sure.
All right, so what the stuff we are going to cover today is basically we're going to start with the tools of our trade, what stuff we need, what tools we are going to use, free and paid both. And then we're going to jump into like a different techniques we are going to use. I'm sure every one of you, all the SEOs knows about like guest posting, knows about outreach, infographic outreach and broken link building. What I'm going to actually cover today is like how to perform all these on a scale. Like we said, we are running about like 300 plus SEO campaigns every month for different agencies, and that's worldwide. And obviously, we need to do everything on scale to cover that. So let's start with the tools of our trade first. So, all right, so that's one. Chrome extensions we are going to use. We are going to use a Google SERP extractor, which I'm going to show shortly. Href official extraction, this extension, Snow.io and Hunter.io. There's a free and a paid for both of these, so it's completely up to you guys. I mean, like on the budget, which one you want to use. But we have replaced this one with a little tool which we have created up here as well, and I'll show you that one too. It's SEO Quake, a Chrome extension, which we're gonna use as a replacement of Href. Whoever has got Href, which is great. It's one of the best one in the market at the moment, but who doesn't have a paid account for that one, they can obviously use SEO Quake extension as well. I'm going to show that how we can use it. All right, then email sending is another thing which I normally send all my emails via SMTP. I don't like using Google and all that because I've seen like either you're going to go and warm up your account or else Google going to burn out your account very quickly. So let's say I'm sending out let's say 100 emails every day, and a lot of response has actually gone, and then the people have started replying back, and all of a sudden I got an email to my G Suite if I'm using G Suite, or else Google gonna cancel it, which is a big pain. Everything is gone. So this is one of the reasons why I prefer to send everything to SMTP, and then I reply as I use my original emails through which my staff members, they do actually communicate on day-to-day basis. Mailchimp and Lemlist is pretty good one. Actually, Lemlist is a good tool because you can use image personalization as well. That's something we are using for our lead gen stuff at the moment. And Mailchimp is good as well because they can actually do all those follow-up sequences and that kind of stuff. and they're not much expensive either. So Sandy.com, it's a one-time payment for Sandy, but very nice tool, guys. It's something we use when we have to send like thousands of emails in a single day using SendGrid SMTP via Sandy. And then we take the reply back on our original emails. Yes, Sandy is something we use for a lot of spamming as well. So yes, it's completely up to you. I prefer Sandy because I'm literally playing on the numbers game. I've tried pretty much everything in the last 4 years. I've tried to actually do a lot of personalization, which includes putting in high name and putting in a lot of stuff like, all right, I check your article, then we specify the title of their articles. It never worked for us. We have seen the response rate about like 5 to 7% for every email. Let's say we are sending in like 100 emails and we're gonna like 5 to 7% as a response rate. Now that depends on how you go and write your pitch as well, because a lot of time when you're running such a big show, you can't really go on a free stuff all the time, like a free guest posting kind of stuff. So we try to include a bit of a flavor in that, saying like we are okay to pay it as far as you take, and then we go with the negotiation part as well with them. Then we try to do a FOMO kind of thing. We say, all right, they say that it's $70 we're gonna charge. We're gonna say, all right, we have got like $25. Give me your PayPal. I'm gonna send that $25 straight away. So it's kind of a FOMO, and you know what? I'm like 80% of time that thing actually works. So you can always give it a try. So this is what we do. We hardly go into the free stuff these days for guest posting, but it's still for skyscraper or infographic outreach, that method, the free method, works like a charm. I'm like, I've hardly seen much people who are actually using the technique and they are actually paying for it as well, because you are actually reaching out to a good sites and you are adding a good value to them as well. So that's the tools of the trade. I'll take a quick glimpse up here. So that's one. So that's SERP extractor, guys. This is Crispin. You go and put in like Google SERP extractor. I think this is the very first site you're gonna get. All you need to do is there is a button sitting up here. You need to go drag that button, throw it in your bookmark. I've already got that one up here. So what it can actually do is once you do a Google search, press that button. It's gonna give you all the URL and title, everything. You just go copy paste that thing, and that's it. And we'll show as well. I'll show you that one. That's Limblist, like I said. Same thing, good stuff. You can create everything up here. Mailshake, same thing. It's all the email sequences. All right, email finder is like I said, Snowvio. They give like 100 emails, I think, every month. And there is a Hunter. I think they give like 50 emails every single month. Sandy, very good one. It's a very good investment what we have done. So you use with the SMTP. Don't use because Sandy do have a direct integration with AWS, but I never use that because I've already burned my 50,000 or 100,000 emails per day account with Sandy, because there's always a bounce rate involved as well. So that's one. That's a tool which we have created. So it's a harvester. You throw in your emails up here, which will say it in as a demo session as well, no matter if it's a home page or it's an inner page. You click find. It will run a double sequence. The first sequence is they will go and scan the site. They're gonna find out if they can. There's an email sitting on the page itself. If there is no emails, they find it. They're gonna display it. If not, they will go and check their social profiles and try to get it from the Facebook About Us page. So that email gonna display as a blue button, and you can always go and export that emails as well. Something like this. So it comes out as a there's the export to Excel up here. There's the URLs which we have entered, root domain and email. And then you can filter out using quick formulas or something like whichever the email you need. All right, the reason I've got this root domain up here, because that's gonna help me with a bit of a personalization. Remember, like we're gonna send out like maybe 200, 300 guest post requests every single day. We can't really use a standard pitch because we are still trying to add a bit of a personalization, and this is what is going to happen. I'm going to tell them when I'll import it, I'll use a placeholders. I'm going to tell, all right, where there's a website in my template, go and fill it out this particular email of this particular URL over there. So this is how the pitch going to be like, all right, I check your website and then the website email. So that guy going to think, all right, this makes a bit of genuine stuff. And that helps to bit of high response rate what we have seen. So this is a one, and yes, there is a little tool, merge-csv.com. This is going to be very helpful when we have to do infographic outreach, and I'll show you that one as well. So that's sorry guys. All right, so that part is covered. Let's jump into the guest posting stuff. It's the same stuff. It's the same what everyone does. We use the Google search operators. You use them. You throw in Google, and then you start sending out emails to those guys like, I want to land a guest post on your website. Would you be okay with that or not? A lot of time they don't really give a response, or if they are giving a response, that's mainly a paid stuff. And this is why I believe like it's more important to reach out to the right targets, and this is what we're going to do up here. We are going to cover two different techniques. The first one is finding some fresh guest post opportunities using Google search operators, free method, and then the Href one. So I think I've got this session open up here. Yes, that's the one. So what I'm going to do, this is a search operator sheet we have got, and then it has got all the different kind of stuff. I mean, like you name it, you're going to find it. So all the link building types is up here, and I don't know why it's not working, but usually, I mean, like we filter them, and there is a different kind. And then from that one, I use guest posts, and then up here you can enter your niche. So if it's supplements, if it's health, you can write it down health up here, and then it will generate these operators for you. And the one which I prefer to use is either in URL write for us, or I prefer, I mean, like write for us. Guest post by is a very good one. Guest post guidelines, majority of time you only get the guest post guidelines if they have got that one. So we know they are accepting guest posts. So what I do is I've used, let's say, fitness in URL write for us. I copy it from that one, paste it up here, and then what you're gonna do up here, go to tools, and then from tools go to past month and use a past month filter. And once you're gonna refresh that page, you're gonna see these guys has actually added 5 days ago, 2 days ago, 10th of May. So these are all the fresh stuff. These guys hasn't been spammed to death yet, because we know, I mean, like everyone sends like thousands of emails every single day. So a lot of time, the only reason the other fellows doesn't really reply back is because they get like 200 emails or something from every single day. They actually replied us back some with such kind of response. So then we thought, like, why not we just refresh and we send out or use a proper filter and then send out that way. You can always use past month, past 3 months, or even past week as well. That's completely up to you. 5 days, 3 days doesn't mean, I mean, like, it's a very good chance they have published the page recently only, or they have updated. What I've seen, no one actually take that much pain to actually update this right for us page. That's what I've seen. I could be wrong too, but this strategy has worked for us every single time, and we use it. Then what you need to do is, when you go up here, you need to use a SEO Quick. So let's go with, first of all, the SEO Quick one. So I'll go and turn off this one, and I've got SEO Quick, and then turn it on. You're gonna get all this search metrics. The moment you're gonna search metrics, it's gonna show you like this traffic up here. Now this is a free method. You don't need to purchase the SEMrush account for that. 48.20, 2.26K, 120K, 257. So which means like we can simply go and export this CSV. We can use a traffic filter, and we can weed out anything you believe like it's less than 200 or 500 searches per month. We normally go with 500 searches per month as a minimum, because we believe it's really important to have something as a entry barrier. So and then what you need to do is, once this part is done, let's say we have copied first 3 URLs. Let's go. All right, I'll go and turn it off. I'll go my SERP extractor, and it's a bit cluttery at the moment because I've got this extension as well. I might need to turn it off. So let's turn this off for a moment. All right, now this one's better. So I'll go and press this one now. Now you can see all these URLs sitting up here. So I'll go and copy these. You can always use Hunter and that kind of tool as well. We use this tool because we have seen a good results of this one. So website URLs, I'll throw that up here, no matter if it's a homepage or this one, because majority of time they do mention their email address on these pages. So as you can see, they've started getting in all those emails. Now this email is Fit Magazine. They haven't got it on their website. Then they scrape their Facebook page, and on Facebook page about us, they got this email. So this is one of the reason it's highlighted blue. And the other one is, so whatever is left, usually we don't stress too much on this one. We usually export, because we are running a big list. We usually export these ones and read out all the blanks, or else if you got a VA, you can always go and ask them to go and manually find. Sorry, it's looks like it's a big URL. I don't know. And so you can tell them to actually go and find it manually as well. There can be a few reasons. Maybe it's a contact us form, or maybe they are using some kind of like a way contact space @ space itechfee.com, and maybe that's why we cannot really do it. So once this is done, export the list. You're gonna get the root domain and email. Import this complete CSV list to your Mailshake or Lemlist. As soon as you're gonna do it, it will ask you to map it. And then this is where you have to say, because in your template, you have already got like a website. You can say, all right, where there is a website, go and fill it out, this stuff. And then you just roll out your template stuff. So it all depends on a pitch, how you're going to run the pitch, but that gives you a very good response that way. And it's highly scalable, guys. What you can do for that one is you can simply change your SERP results to 100. And that way, so if I go up here, I can change, I'm going to use this operator. I'm going to change the SERP results to 100. And then I can read out, I can take 100 results per page, copy all those ones, throw them in the SERP extractor, basically copy them and throw them in the email extractor. You're gonna get lots and lots of emails. Simply download them, upload, and you're gonna get with this right for us. Yes, you can run them via email validation as well. What we have seen is 8 out of 10 emails are always good. So that's completely up to you, because we are doing so much things. We do have a master big database as well, so we always match with our master file by VLOOKUP and all that, and then we get like all the emails and everything for that one, and then we simply change the email. So we are trying to send them as a new persona, and we know how much they're going to charge as well. So you're going to start, you can fill out your email sequences as well. So this is how this thing can actually work on a scale. The same thing you can do with with Href as well. Like I said, you can turn it on Href, and then with the Href you get like a traffic. I do trust Href traffic a lot. This is one of the reasons I use it, but even SEMrush is a good competitor of Href too. So once you complete this one, then you can go to page 2, page 3, or else you can actually change your operator as well. For fitness, you can use supplement, you can use anything CBD, that kind of thing as well. So there's a lot of, and always you can use, you don't need to actually bind yourself to write for us. You have got so many different operators to use as well. I'm gonna share this sheet with Chris in the group, and then you can pick it up, this one, take a copy, and then you can go it via that. So that's a free and a paid method for guest posting. It works for us. It is a little time consuming because you have to set up a bit of a process, but once you're gonna run 2 or 3 campaigns, it's just a matter of actually clone and get it done. I think I've got this Limbless sitting up here. So what we normally do is, like you can say, this outrage GP campaign, we send it. And all right, this is a fresh one. We send it to 142, 77% has open, and reply rate is 88%. Yes, some of them and this is one of the reasons why I said the reply rate is always high, because we are sending to the fresh opportunities. This is 87%. This is kind of a testing. So what I normally do with that one is I simply take this campaign, I clone it, I change the email ID, and template is the same. All you need to do is upload your fresh list and change the email ID, and that's it. All the email sequences, everything is same in this one. And this is what the beauty of Limbless is. So if I'm a one who is using this one, I'll go up here, edit this thing, I'll duplicate that, and I'll change the email ID, and that's it. And yes, you need to actually add your buddy list as well. So this is the next step. So that's the one for guest posting stuff, guys. And there is one thing I do like to mention up here in the href. There is an option for in the Content Explorer. A lot of people doesn't know, like you can use Boolean searches in that too as well. So that's all covered. Yes, that's the one. So you can actually use the operator something like this, like author, guest, or guest post by different kind of parameters, and you can throw it in Content Explorer and use it by that as well. And then what you can do is you can always refresh your publish state, again the same, and you can actually add a different parameters. So if I go and open this one, you can actually add different parameters like traffic, or you can do like referring domains as well. So that's one of our method which we prefer for guest posting. All right, so that's been done. That's done. All right, data filtration, quality check. Like I said, I always go with 500 visitors per month. That's a benchmark we have got in our agency. We throw the URLs in Link Prospector. Link Prospector, I think it's one of a good friend of mine. He created a tool. I'll actually show you that tool as well because it's very, very valuable. So it's the upper rank. I think it's the upper rank. So site underscore the upperrank.com Link Prospector. I think I can't really remember that one now, but what that thing actually has, that guy has, there's a slot of 60 URLs up there. So you can throw in your URLs, and then you can press a button. It can fetch the front page screenshots for all of them. So and then you can simply go and check it out, like whichever is good or whichever is not, and then whichever is your end list and results, you can export them, and you can play in Excel and then upload to your Limblist or Mailchimp as well. So I can't remember, but I'll remember and send you guys that one too. So, and then you can always go and check it out, do follow or no follow plugins as well, just to make sure. Or else if you are going with a paid option, you can always go and ask Blogger as well to give you a do follow link. You can check their in href. You can see if that is not like a link farms, or they are having a natural anchor text profile as well. And there should be niche relevant as well. So that's all about quality check, data filtration with this guest posting, guys. All right, so the next method is a pretty interesting one. I've used this a lot, and it has given me very, very good results. And the best part about that is it's not that expensive, what people usually think. A lot of people do think like they need to go and spend like $300, $400 on getting a nice infographic prepared, and then only they can use this particular strategy. It's not a case, guys. I've done that one as well. I've used some of very good UK-based infographic designers. Response rate was very much same. And then what I did, I tested the same thing. I picked on one of a guy from Fiverr, get the infographic done in, I think that was $10. And result was very much same. So I thought like, why should I go about this one? I can actually do it on a scale in super cheap price as well. And I'm going to show you how you can do it. It's pretty easy. So for that, what we have to do is we have to go and find a pretty hot topic. We have to find some good topic which has got backlinks already. No matter if that's an infographic one or if it's a skyscraper one. So it's a big, good article. So what I'll do up here is I'll go and let's see if I can find. All right, I don't know, but what I normally do is you go to href. And then you go to Content Explorer, and then simply, so go to Content Explorer and pick up some broad niche. So the broad niche can be, let's say we go with health. So what we're gonna do up here is Seems like I'm on a call. The internet is responding a bit slow. That's okay. So go and type in health and then where. Everywhere. And then what you can actually do is you can start looking into the results. And then we have to say, you can always go about the publish anytime or whichever you want, or you can add like different filters as well. I'm not much concerned about this one because I'm going to use it in a different manner. So you need to start looking at this particular number, referring domains. So you can see 21 genius hacks to track your mental health. It has got like 54 backlinks. Coronavirus, it's trending, we know, so I'll probably give it a pass. So this one, little health tips. It looks like mental health tips is a bit trending at the moment. So let's go pick up. All right, this looks good. This looks pretty good actually. 18 potential health benefits of turmeric and curcumin. So 148 links. That's very good. So what we're gonna do, we know like this is one of a good article which has gained this many backlinks already. Then we can pick it up, this particular article. We can either create a complement strategy, or else you can simply take this article, give it to your writer, tell them to prepare an intro and like a different, it's an intro, and prepare a 10-point list with some references as well. So I'm just actually trying to find out. Yes, I think I've got, no. Yeah, I don't know where I've kept that one, but it was somewhere up here. So what I did is, I'll do it again anyways. So what I did is I picked up this one, and then I told my writer, which you can see it in this script, I told them how to write a 10-point article for infographic. I told them I need to about like 350 to 400 words. It should not be more than that. It should be, do a proper research. So scan the first 10 or 20 URLs for this particular one, and then come up with the intro, body, and references. So it's intro is 50 words intro because it's an infographic. We want to keep it small. And then the body gonna be covering like 10 points, and then it comes to the reference. And then simply get it from them. It's probably gonna cost like $5 to get the content ready, and then take it from them, publish it on a page, and simply we need to go and proper. So if I go, so this is one websites.sell.au. All right, so this is the one. Let's pick it up, this one as an example. This is the one which we did it for a client. So as you can see, this is how it's gonna look like. So infographic, this is the one, and then that's an infographic. As you have noticed, it's very, very simple infographic. These Fiverr guys knows very well. And then there is a bit of an introduction. You can add a bit more words up here, and then jump straight to the points. So what we did, we picked up one of our trending article. It can be backlink, or it can be anyone. Just pick any article, need potato article, and then tell your writers to go and create a 10-point infographic for content for that. Once you get it, pick that content, give it to your infographic guy on Fiverr, or sorry, on Legit, and get it done. We've got a lot of infographic guys on Legit, so get it done. And once this is done, you can rinse, repeat the same thing. You can pick it up 10 topics, and then you can simply do 10 outreach campaigns in a single one. That's what we do. We don't really stick with one single campaign only because it's super cheap. What we do is we find like 5 to 6 different topics. We get the infographic content done. It probably take a day or so, and then get it published on a website. So as you can see, it's that one, publish this one, and then simply paste your references and your content, the content which you have got it from the writer, paste all that stuff up here, and that's it. Now it comes to what you need to do for that one is simply go to, let's say our topic is turmeric. So we have to go and find out every single result. So you can pick it out, the title of that particular page. You can pick it out. So I'll pick it out. Let's say if this is one we are going, so I'll pick it out this one. I'll go up here, health benefits, this one. So pick the top results, turn on your basically your href extension or SEO Quake, and that way you're gonna find out how many RDs are actually linking back to that. Pick 8 to 10, go with the first page, second page, third page. Pick 8 to 10 URLs which has got like 50 plus RDs or that kind of thing. Download their backlink profiles for that particular page. Use the merge-CSV. Upload all those 10 sheets. So yes, you need to upload all those 8 to 10 backlink profile sheets because they're having a same header, so should not be a problem. You can just upload them all together and the export will be very nice and sweet. So you can just simply download those. Yes, there should be some socials or that kind of stuff sitting into that as well. And you can always go and read out those results. You can use Scrapebox. That's the one which I personally use. So if I've got so this one, let's say we have already merged that CSV thing and there are like 5,000 or 2,000 URLs sitting up here. First thing you can do is you can go and remove duplicate domains, and then you can use remove URLs not containing entries from. And then what I do is I have got a sheet up here. I'm more than happy to share with you guys. So I'll show you guys this one. Open. So it has got like, it's a big list. It has got a lot of directories, social profiles, edu sites, that kind of stuff, some spammy TLDs as well. And then I tell them, if you go and find this stuff in any of a URL, simply remove them. That way I can remove a lot of crap from my list. And then whatever you get it back, download it, fetch their email address using tools, using Hunter, using Snow, and run the outreach campaign via Snowview. Like I said, guys, you can actually use, you can run 4 to 5 different campaigns all together as well. All you need to tell your writers is just spend like an hour or so inside Content Explorer, simply throw in your bigger niche, and you can pick it up like 3 or 4 different kind of topics for which you believe it can. I mean, like Href is already showing you number of RDs, 50 plus or so. Pick it up, give to your writers all those 4 URLs. We use Trello for that, so we simply go and create like different tags, and then we ask them to deliver the content within 24 hours or so. And then once you get it, go to Legit, order an infographic cake, and get the infographic done. Publish on your website, and then publish the content. And yes, do publish the embed code plugin as well. I can't remember the name of the embed code plugin, but if you go to the WordPress library, you can easily find that. So that's one of our thing what you can do. And then you're gonna start getting the response, and you can simply go and use them inside Legit. Inside Lemlist, there is a very good thing. When you actually launch a new campaign, you can actually designate a tag as well. That way, you know, like this campaign is actually going to that one. So it's just easy for the team to actually track. Or else you can use, if you are using Gmail as your reply back, you can always go use filter as well. Like if the email is coming to this particular email, it should go to that particular folder. Then you know, like for this, you can designate like 2 or 3 people using the same email. They can talk to the bloggers via that too and negotiate the deals. So that's about the infographic method. What I personally use, it always works for me. Always works for me, and the success rate is very good. You definitely give it a try. You're gonna get a very good results with that. All right, guys. The very next method, that's the third method we are going to use, is broken link building. So the method is, again, I'm going to use, there are plenty of tools for that as well. But if you're gonna start using those tools, it's very, very hard to actually get a good amount of backlinks, because we need everything on a scale. So what I'll do is I'll go back to Href once again, and I'm going to throw in some big sites. It can be, you can try NerdWallet, or you can try, all right, let's go with NerdWallet. So nerdwallet.com. All right, so we have come to Nerd Wallet. That's all their profiles. What I'm going to do up here, I'm gonna skip all these pages and I'll go to best buy links. I don't know if there is any free method for this one. Yes, Scrapebox do have 404 plugin, their add-on as well, but it's very time consuming. I never use that. This is the one which I use. Nerd Wallet, and then guys, HTTP code, go and choose 404 not found. Okay, so got it. This is the one. We know referring to in 1467 credit card data, average credit card debt household. Let's go and check it out if it's really 404, because I know sometimes Href do give a false alarms as well. All right, great. It's a good one actually. So they haven't redirected this page at the moment, and it's like 1465 external links pointing to this particular page. Great. How about this one? Expert advice students. Let's check it out. This one as well. 84. It's a very good number. And point to remember, we are not just going with this one only. Once we're gonna go and create a masterpiece article on this one, we can always go and reach out to these 84 guys and every single article who has published on this particular topic, or even a complement topic as well. So complement topic can be expert advice, anything related to students, how they can save, because it's about a taxes. So yes, it can be anything about the taxes as well. Looks like this one is 404 as well. Ooh. So this is one of a method. You use it, you throw in some big sites, money control, you try with anything above like DR 40 sites, you're definitely gonna see a lot of results. Looks like Nerd Wallet has to do a lot of work with their 404s at the moment. It's a good stuff as well. You can pick it up. There's so many topics. So this one, best cities 2016. They haven't redirected this one. So yes, there is a room that we can create a 2020 or something, or something up here. So yes, guys, this is one of a broken link method which we use. I can add like so many different methods up here, but I know it's a bit hard to cover everything within an hour. What else I can actually show you is one of a technique we recently tried, and that was pretty good. And that's pretty much it can work in any niche. So I remember there was websites that sell SEO. Okay, so this is one of our article which we created, and you can actually create on payday loans. You can create on any topic, I mean, like you can think of. And then that's a plugin. It's a content filter plugin. If you search it, you're gonna find it by prefix. I don't remember at the moment, but it's a plugin, or else you can use HTML as well to create these jump links. You might have seen this kind of stuff in Backlinko's big posts as well. So what we did is we picked up this topic. We told our writer something like this. So right, so it looks like I haven't updated mine. But what we told them, we said like we want to get a monster topic covered on marketing niche or on SEO niche, and then you need to go and cover all the different kind of stuff. Go and scan like top 10 results and pick it out, anything you believe. It can be rank brain, it can be technical SEO, local SEO. If it's marketing, it can be video marketing, it can be search marketing or email marketing. So you can use it any niche you can use it. So all they have to do is they need to collect all the information, all the necessary information. They have to put them all together under their proper session. So why SEO, all these ones. And then Google statistics. So if I click on any one of them, it can filter out the results for me. What we have seen, people love linking back to such kind of information. We send out an email to, like, I remember there was like 300 or something emails only. We got 35 backlinks for this single article only, and we didn't get a chance to send another email after that. But if I go and if I throw in, you're going to see some very good sites are actually linking back to this particular client. So I can go to backlinks, and actually, yes. So 119 characteristics. So if you're going to say DR57 guy is linking back in a very, very natural way. So, oops, sorry. All right. And then the host, yeah, the host, it looks like they have redirected that page, but there's a lot of backlinks coming to this particular page. I remember it's something like 35 backlinks coming back to this page. And so it's a very, very nice method which you can use, and you can use it for any niche you want. So if it's payday loans, you can use for that. If it's a marketing niche, any SEO agency can use this particular method. I remember I did saw YouTube statistics other day, and they were like, one of a guy was having like 800 backlinks pointing to that particular article only. And there are so many additional sites who would be happy to actually link back to this one. Any SEO guy can, you can find any particular article in their website, and you can tell them, all right, link us back to that one. So that's all about this one. So it's one of thing what we are using at the moment, but mainly it's three different types only, which we use. Either it's link building, infographic outreach, or guest post. Guest post is one of our favorite one as well. It gives us very good results, and especially we recently did a lot of testing where we put the keyword in the H1, in the meta title, and even we try to put it in URL as well. I know it's sometimes hard. Let's say your keyword is bit about SEO New York. It's very hard to put it in URLs, but if you're paying to a blogger, you can actually request them as well, and sometimes they do agree with that. But we have seen a very good content relevancy that way, and it gives an awesome result and very nice boost in the rankings as well, because Google do see a relevance and a topical relevancy that way. And yes, it too brings geographical relevancy too. So very final thing before we go wrap it up is content ideas. How I go find the content ideas? No rocket science, guys. I simply go to Content Explorer. And let's say if it's about health, I simply go and find a closely related crafted title, and then I go with that. Or else you can always go use Google Suggest as well. So let's say you're going to write about the startup. So you can say, okay, I'll go to google.com. So google.com, you start writing startups. Let's say you're reaching out to some business blogs, startup ideas. So then we can say startup ideas for business, startup ideas in lockdown, or after COVID-19. I think this topic can be very, so this is how I use Google Suggest. This is what we have covered in our SOPs for our agency as well, that how you need to suggest topics, titles to the bloggers when you are actually reaching out to them for guest post. So you're sending an email, they're replying back, all right, we are happy with that, send us what kind of topic you have got in your mind for which you want to publish, and then we simply go at 3 or 4 different kind of topics via this method, and we reply back to them. And most of the time they usually go and pick it up, any one of them, and they say, all right, go with it. So that's all I have to cover today. And like I said, I'll share the Google operator sheet and a few other sheets which I've mentioned. Link prospector URL, I'll share that one as well. And that's all about it, Chris.
All right, that was absolutely amazing. That was way more in depth than I would have expected or asked for. So thank you very much for that. In fact, everybody that's still on, well, there's still a ton of people on. Do me a favor and thank Rohin for taking the time to do that. That was insane. So, and then once everybody gets done thanking Rohin, because that was just way more than I was anticipating, then if you have any questions, go ahead and pop those in the chat. I'm sure there's going to be plenty. So, and then while we're doing that, I'll go back and see if we missed any. Jim says, thank you. Carl says, awesome, guys. Mignon says, thanks for this. Let's see. So Shen said, join late. Quick conclusion. Which platform are you using to buy guest posts? Dude, if you can just watch the replay. It'll be right in the same place. But he covered a lot of that in the beginning. Outreach tools, he covered that in the beginning as well. Can you show the outreach process to have a look? He covered that as well. Thanks for all the information. Let's see. Amit says, I can vouch for all these hacks. I've been using them repeatedly with moderate to high success. John says, I'm lazy. Could you just buy links from places like Legit? Sure. You can. It's just a matter of time versus
exactly. that do because when you actually go with Legit, you have to pay dollars as well. And when you actually go with like your method, you still need to pay dollars as well, unless and until you go and find out some free guys having a good authority as well. And so there's a cost always involved with the management side as well, So this is one of the reason we do have a team. But if I'm going to recommend someone, I always go with use one of a trusted vendor.
Great. Nitin says, wow, thank you. Harris says, crazy sharing, respect. Libby says, thanks. Mojin says, thank you. Carl says, thank you. Craig says, thank you. Brian says, thank you. Alan says, thank you. Dalcinia says, thank you. Daniel says, thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Mignon says, all the way from South Africa. Wow, thanks for joining.
Right.
Simo says, great effort. Thanks. Eunice says, amazing. Thanks, Rohin, a lot. That was awesome. So much helpful techniques. Is this DFY service on Legit? I can link you to RankJack. Is RankJacker what I should link to?
No, I think, you can actually link back to RankChecker. We have got like one of a very popular one. It's domain authority stacking. And that service is very popular because in the past 6 or 7 years, I think, Chris, we have made a lot of changes in that one. And we have seen a tremendous result. So a lot of people do scream about like socials doesn't work, social signals doesn't work. But trust me, guys, it works a lot. It all depends on how exactly you go and use it. If you're using it for the purpose of power, no, there's no benefit of that one. But if you're using it for the purpose of topical and geographical relevancy, it makes a lot of difference. So we know, we have ranked so many sites in the past, in the foreign SEO niche using these socials. So social signals, it comes to social web 2.0s, that stuff do work. It all depends on how exactly you go and if you're running some automation and not using a proper techniques as well. Yes, you can always use automation as well, but you have to still use a proper technique. So yes.
Okay. I linked to your Legit profile. There's some other great services on there, including an outreach service as well. So great stuff. Let's see. Barbara says, thank you. Ansh says, thanks, man. Pratik says, thanks so much. Kamal says, thanks. Chris says, there's the link to Rohin's profile. Let's see. Pranav says, is the recording going to be available? Missed the start of the show. Yep. Wherever you're watching, Facebook or YouTube, it'll be at that same URL. So once we get done, you'll be able to watch from the beginning. Simo says, I'll get my infographic services ready and they'll be way better than that website you mentioned. I have no doubt that they will.
I know it sounds weird, but like I said, I've used like $400 infographic guys as well after listening some of the great advice from someone, and the response rate was very much the same. I think it's more about the content, how exactly you go about design your content. It can make a difference with a nice infographic as well. But to be very honest, when you're running such a big show, so many campaigns every single month, it's very hard to actually spend like such a big budget because eventually the budget has to go to the client.
Okay. Simo says, Simo, I happen to know, is very talented, so I know they'll be good.
Oh, great.
Samuel says, thanks. Link building was always scary for me, but now it looks very easy. Excellent. Nitin says, I'm starting a fresh micro niche site. How can I make it authoritative before link building? One of my site penalized with spam links within a week by automated links. I'll answer some of that, and then I'll let Rohin respond as well.
Yep.
First of all, you're talking about automated links, totally different than what we showed you today. What we're showing today are not automated links. It's a huge process, which is why it took as long as it did to go through each of the steps. And these types of links won't have that same kind of effect as, I don't even know what automated link tools people use now, Magic Submitter, GSA, whatever. So how would you go about increasing authority on a site like that?
Well, when it comes to like automated links, we do have used automation, but our automation was actually different. The automation which I used was actually for the follow-up sequences. We never use automated links as tier 1 directly to our site. And this is something I learned hard back in 2017. I think that there was time when the Fred update that rolled up. So we never use that. We only build links which are in our 100% control. So if we have to go and change anything, let's say we have to go and change the anchor profile, we can always call us blogger and we can tell them to go and change it. Now, coming to how can I make authority before link building? That's one of very good one. What you can actually do is, and that's what my partner Amit told me. What they're actually doing, they're getting a very good response with the affiliate sites these days. And what they're doing is they simply go and publish the content. When they go and publish the content, they find out kind of impressions which Google console is giving them. And based on those impressions, they go and make the tweaks in the website. And then once the site's gonna start, that way the site gonna start getting a proper authority, because Google is trying to see what they really want to see. They're getting their proper food. And based on their GSC data, they simply go and tweak the pages on, like on a weekly basis or a monthly basis, and they're getting a very good response. And then after a month or so, that's the time when they start building out the backlinks. They start with the branded links first, and then we usually go and build, like a proper anchor, basically the exact match anchors that way. Again, that's a process which we use. We go with the on-page pattern first, and then we go with the links. Automated links, no, we never recommend anyone at all. We are running so many campaigns every single day. We are running our own affiliate projects as well. We never use automation at all. There's no automation links we use. We use automation just for our email sequences only.
All right. Daniel says, can you use this for new websites? You kind of just answered that. Yep. Victor says, social signals towards GMBs. I mean, I guess he's asking, is that helpful or is that good?
Not really sure about that. I mean, like, you can use social signals because they pass on trust relevancy signals. So social signals always help. Yes, I highly recommend that. Don't keep overusing it. I mean, like, if you got a page which is on page 2 and you have already done the social signals, it doesn't mean, I mean, like, you keep on pushing the social signals to them. You can, but personally, I don't do it. And this is why I can't really answer it 100%. But yes, you can always send it to GMBs as well. And you can actually use the that embeds as well. Sorry, not the embeds. Yes, it's GMB embeds, I think.
Yeah, that sounds fine.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay. Dale, and I don't want to butcher your name, so I'll just leave it at that. PBN links, safe or not? If they're built right, then they're perfectly safe. A PBN link is still just a link, but if they're not built correctly or they're spammy or things like that, then they have the same problem that any other link would. Do you have any thoughts on that beyond that?
You're right. It's the same thing. Every link is fine as far as they have been built out properly.
Yeah. Zahir says, hi, how are you, sir?
Oh, hi, Zahir. I'm good, thank you.
Craig says, what's your favorite service you sell to get the rankings fast? I mean, that's not really the way SEO works. You have to have a process and build out the whole campaign. But I don't know, what's your favorite service that you sell?
See, we do actually go with what I use is something I sell. And this is why we have got very limited services on our RankJacker store. You're going to see. Whenever we launch any particular site, I'm going to tell you my particular strategy to get the rankings fast. When I go and launch any single site, or if I'm going to work on any client site, I always go and build their topical and geographical relevancy before I go and start hitting them with the power links. How I go about it, I start with the Google stacks and domain authority stacking, that kind of stuff. A lot of people say, oh, socials don't work and all that. I've tested so many times. I've tested this. It works for us. Yes, no amount of PBNs or any guest posts or anything gonna work if your on-page basics hasn't been done properly. So guys, this is one of a very important thing. Your links only gonna give you a favor if your on-page is done properly. So yes, socials, domain authority stacking, Google stacking, and then simply you can go after branded and mix LSIs kind of stuff. I use like after every 6 links, I use one exact match anchor, but I do look into a different pattern as well. We in our SOPs, we have told our staff to actually look at the top 10 anchor text profiles as well. So, one thing doesn't fit everything. So we do look at what are the top results we are getting in, and that's working for us. Even for Chris, we are working on some few projects with Chris as well, and we are getting very good results with that too. And we are simply using the same kind of things what Chris is teaching in the academy to everyone too.
Great. Nitin says, can I use your domain authority stacking service before a month to bring more authority?
Yeah, definitely you can use that. That's what I normally do when I'm going to work on any lead gen project. Because when you're working on a client projects, yes, they are the old sites. But if I'm working on an affiliate project or a lead gen project, they are pretty much new. I simply let them index first. Once the indexing, as soon as it's done, we simply move on to this DAS and the other authority stuff.
All right. Victor says, thanks. Samuel says, does backlink syndication like SynLab still work?
Chris, you need to answer that, man.
I mean, I don't know. I don't do a ton of it. Like if you have a blog post, there's no reason not, or a site with a blog, there's no reason not to do like an IFTTT or something to syndicate it out. But as far as like increasing value SEO, not that much.
Exactly.
The syndication. Now you can use the same kinds of links to get effect, but the actual syndication, it's not such a big thing. At least in my opinion. I know other people that are pretty big on it still.
Yep.
Umar says advice for ranking jobs with website which has duplicate content jobs. So I guess he has like a monster.com type of thing. So what would
well, it's very much same as like e-commerce sites, and that's what we normally do with the e-commerce sites. That's my favorite stuff. There's a lot of problems with the duplicate content. For very first advice we give it to the clients is to just go and change the content, because there is a copywriting stuff and product information. We cannot really go and do it. So we always advise client, and if they can't really do it, then we do work on that one. We build out like a different skyscraper kind of pages, and from that one we start ranking, link back to our product pages, and then we do it. You can use the same kind of pattern in your jobs website as well. And it's all about the overall authority. No one actually linked directly to these job resumes kind of thing. I'm presuming when people like job seekers, they go and look at it. So in that particular cases, and even in e-commerce as well, always go and build out pillar pages, guys. It's very, very helpful. And yes, do make sure that your category pages do work in a proper manner as well. I've seen a lot of time, I'm like a majority of the projects, when we get it, we say there is nothing at all on the category pages. Then we always go and start adding the content on that one. If you go and pick it out like target.com, or any big guys, you're gonna look at their on their category pages, you're gonna see they have got like a H1 at the top, then their different products listed below that, and then they go and add a proper snippet, like a 200 words or 400 words kind of a snippet underneath that. So it doesn't really affect their CRO, but they do give kind of a ranking boost and SEO parameters. They get it a benefit from that. So this is kind of a same strategy you can use. You can work on your category pages, and you can build out more like a skyscraper pillar content, infographic outreach. Like I said, you can plan like 5 different campaigns, infographic campaigns. As soon as you get it, just publish them. It's probably gonna take a day only, and then simply go and start talking to the bloggers and get your backlinks, and then do an interlinking from there.
Great. Victor says, what type of link building is most important for national SEO in particular? First of all, I would want to know what you mean by national SEO, because what a lot of people say when they mean national SEO is a site that has pages for different cities and states and stuff like that. When I think of national SEO, I think of a gigantic brand like Toyota or something. So it depends, but how would you answer that? Still with me?
Oh, for this.
What type of link building is most important for national SEO, in your opinion?
What type of link building? See, when we go about link building, it all depends on the client budgets, to be honest, Chris. Mm-hmm. I always go with the client budget, how much the budget they have got, and then we try to divide all our resources, everything based on that. Skyscrapers work very good with such kind of thing.
Okay.
For national SEO, it depends on what kind of pages are they. If they are pages like, let's say, SEO New York, then in that particular case, the GP is really going to be very beneficial in that one. So GP is going to really give you a very good help. Right? And especially with the latest method, the one which we have recently tested. So you need to go and pick your main keyword, put it in the URL H1 and meta title, and probably in like the on-page stuff, like the same on-page stuff, we have seen a very good response out of that. So I think that depends on for which particular page you are building in. If it's like a nationwide page, then it's guest posting. If it's more authority to the complete website, then I'll probably go with the skyscraper and then do the interlinking from there.
Okay. MD says, hello, everyone. Hello, MD. Craig says, good morning. Good morning, Craig.
Hey, Craig.
Sushen says, which indexing tool do you recommend? I have my thoughts on that, but I'll leave that one to you.
Oh, yeah. All right. So we are using speed links. That's a good one. It's working good for us at the moment. So whatever the links and everything we build out, we usually pick them up, and on a weekly basis, we add them to speed links. They've got an API system as well. But it's a good one for me.
What was it called?
Speed links. Speed-links.net.
Okay, cool. How important do you think indexing is? Because in my opinion, people fixate way too much on that.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, like the people are spending a lot of time at the moment, and to be honest, at the moment the indexing is a bit hard. I don't know if Google is spending all their crawl budget to Corona stuff. So, but usually I try to let it as a naturally index by itself. You don't need to stress too much about it. As far as the Google do crawl the pages very, very quickly, so you can submit them via indexer. Or maybe because we don't know what these guys actually do. Do they ping to the servers? Do they actually build any kind of like automation tools or something to that? So it's a bit hard. But with socials we do it. But with any kind of like GPs or if it's skyscraper, those links mostly we index already. So it's not a problem then.
Yeah. Umar says thanks a lot.
Thanks, Umar.
Beata says, how would you save a page on a domain if it got too many same money keyword links? You just add different type of links to it. Would it be enough? That's probably what I would do. How would you handle that if someone went a little crazy with the money anchors?
See, I probably do the same thing as well. Just simply go and publish them. I don't I don't stress too much. I think this question comes up mainly in the infographic outreach, isn't it? When you are already going to link out to a site and there is already too many links coming out from that site, isn't it?
No, I think what she's asking is, suppose that you take on a client and the previous SEO sent 100 links with money anchors to it. How would you go about fixing that problem?
Sorry about that. That's okay. All right. So what we normally do is, yes, we always go and do a proper link audit when we get any new client, because there is no fun of actually keep doing all the on page and building out the links if you know there is a crap already going on into something. And then whatever we think it's not natural, we usually submit. Either we contact the bloggers or else we submit them to the disable file at least. But this is what the strategy we normally go with.
Okay. Nyauman asks, have you guys ever had success with Haro, help a reporter out? No, I've
never tried it. Too much time consuming, and
I agree.
Such a huge amount of campaigns we are running. every single month, we never think of that.
Yeah, same. Dal asks, Web 2.0 work for backlink indexing?
Yeah, they do work for backlink indexing as well. But we never submit as such for indexing purpose. We always submit them for our topical and geographical relevancy, to be honest.
Simo asks, you gave up engineering career and proceeded with SEO? You never even ended up working in engineering, right?
No, I said like I worked 6 years as a project engineer in a gold mining company in Australia. And before I made a plan to actually come back to India, and then my hometown, it's a small city in itself, although huge population. But there is no mining kind of thing up here. In fact, there is not much manufacturing units in this town as well. So I ended up thinking what to do. And because I was already having a good interest in SEO, because I started like a year and a half back, so I thought like, why not to pursue this one as a career? And we are doing good.
Great. It's interesting that both of us have degrees in other fields, because I have a bachelor's degree in information technology and then a master's degree in public policy, which is kind of like political science. And I don't use either of them. I mean, the IT degree helps a little bit, but for the most part, it's interesting that we're both.
Not in my case. I mean, like it was all about working on the lathe machines or manufacturing units, and to a different set like computer keyboards now.
Yeah. Sushen says, thanks, we'll check.
Oh, thanks, Sushen.
Samuel says, for an affiliate website, is it possible to rank higher only depending on backlinking and less number of content? So I guess he's saying, can you have like a small site and still rank just with links? I think that's the question.
Oh yeah, definitely you can. With small, it depends on how the complete structure is. I mean, like we do have a lot of sites where we publish like 8 to 10 pieces of content, and then we start the backlinking. We don't really wait for that. You can always, and I remember like once I met Kyle Roof, and during his presentation, he ranked that site with a Laura Ipson. So content matters. Yes, that's a food which actually Google need, but it's not everything. So you still have a room to play around with backlinks as well. But yes, it all depends on what type of niche it is. It's not something you're going to rank for car insurance kind of a thing for this one.
But like back in 2013, where a one-page affiliate site could rank.
Really. Yeah, that was same with me as well. I mean, like build out the site, blast the GSL links to them back in 2015. You're gonna see that like within a week on a page one.
Yeah, Magic Submitter used to work really well for me.
Yeah, that's true.
Dal says thanks. Victor says, how to prevent negative SEO links constantly being sent to your site. First of all, I want to say that every site I've ever shown publicly has gotten negative SEO, including my own agency site. So that does happen, but for the most part, I don't know that many people that have that happen to them. But I mean, stop pissing people off is step number one. I mean, but I think the real question here, because there's not really any answer we can give to how to prevent it, but if that does happen, what do you do to recover from it?
I don't think so. Negative SEO do work. If that gonna happen, then trust me, I'm gonna push crap backlinks to all the top 9 competitors. Are gonna take the position 1, and they're gonna be like a spam everywhere. The Google algorithm is very, very smart these days that they can easily pick it up what's a good link and a bad link. Now it depends on how we are going and talking about it. If you're going to talk about it like from a reputation management point of view, then yes, sometimes it happens when you like a rip-off report or something. They're bitch. I mean, like it's very hard to get rid of them on page 1 and take edges. So it depends on how you are using the strategy. But I haven't seen much negative SEO, to be honest, these days. It's so much time consuming. People are busy. They don't really get. And whoever is getting in, I think 99% of time, those automated links never get ranked as well. Never get, indexed as well.
Yeah, if you're going to, I don't even know if I want to say this, but if I were going to do negative SEO to someone, it wouldn't be like the old days where I would just GSA blast porn and poker links to it. I would just get some penalized PBNs and link with those with an exact money anchor. And I think that would probably work. I don't want to say better. It would probably if you were doing negative SEO, that would probably work more effectively than just taking some automated tool and blasting a million links. That's my opinion. I don't do it because I have ethics, but I don't know. Anyhow, let's move on from that topic. Philip asks, Google Drive folder can't be public anymore. How are you dealing with it now for your Google entity stacking?
All right. So Google Drive folder, I think we never try to actually get it indexed. We always go with, like Google Sites, and they do get indexed. We got like plenty of examples. They do get indexed. Google Presentation do get indexed. Google Doc, yes, they do take a bit of time to get indexed, but or sometimes they don't. But our main concern is PPT, Google Presentation, and Google sites.google.com. They get ranked. They get indexed very easily.
Dexter says, I saw a video of a guy that had a physics degree and his partner has a healthcare management degree and they have an SEO agency. Go figure. I think that's a reflection on the usefulness of degrees, that there's so many people with degrees in other fields doing things like SEO or marketing or whatever now. Like, I make more in a month from my SEO and internet marketing career than I made in 5 years doing the things I went to college for. And that's not an exaggeration. So
yeah, it's same. It's more easy to do a 10 times or 20 times manifold with SEO rather than doing the other stuff. You can work from home, so it's more kind of a comfort, I say. Yeah, we love it.
All right, guys, we've been here for an hour and 15 minutes. The questions have died down a little bit, and it's getting late for Rohin. So if there's any last-minute things that you'd like to ask, let me know, and we'll get into it. Otherwise, we're going to wrap this up pretty soon because he's a busy man, and he's got a family that he needs to get back to. So I'm going to drop a link to your legit store in there once again. And is there anything you would like to say in addition to what you've talked about already, or any advice, just general advice, not necessarily SEO, just in general, or anything you'd like to say?
Well, all I have to say is it's a tough time for the industry at the moment. It's definitely we have seen a lot of orders has been dried up as well. A lot of things which were in pipeline has got on hold. But I think it's important for all of us to help each other. It's a big community, guys. It's a very, very big community. If you're thinking I'm gonna tell you any kind of strategy and it's gonna help, I don't think so that's gonna happen because we all need to help each other. It's a give and take relationship. There is no kind of a take if we don't really give. So I believe a lot in spirituality myself as well. So I think it's a tough time, but we'll go through it. When it comes to, for example, this link building thing, don't stick to one campaign. That's what we do. I always tell my guys, don't stick to one campaign. If you're going to do, infographic outreach, smash 4 to 5 campaigns in a single month. It's with the process I've given them. It's super simple. Pick 4 to 5 ranking, URLs, getting good results. Give it to writers, get it, publish, and outreach using the tool. And especially with our tool, it's very easy. You don't need to spend a lot of thing on Hunter. Yes, I did actually, I do have a Hunter subscription as well. I was using one of the bigger plans, not now, because I've seen whatever the outcome the Hunter is giving you, you can get a very good outcome using this tool as well. So most of guys these days, and especially if anyone is want to monetize from their side, they're probably going to put the email address in their footer or header as well.
Great. Barbara says, my degree is in botany. Monty says, thanks, guys. Thank you, Monty.
Oh, thanks, Monty.
We got a couple of requests like this. Rohin, you want to adopt me and teach me everything you know? Mignon also says, I'm also up for adoption on those terms. And Nitin says, thank you, Chris and Rohin. Well, thank you, Nitin, as always. I think that's a good place to wrap it up. We've been here for an hour and 20 minutes. First of all, I want to thank you for taking the time to do this. I know you're very busy. I know it's late there.
Privilege. We know each other for a long time, and sorry for kept you waiting as well. I know you asked me a few weeks back, but yes.
No, not at all. Not at all. I had people lined up anyway, so the timing actually worked out very well. So I appreciate all the value you gave. This was insane. That was that could be a course unto itself, what you gave away for free today. So thank you very much for both your time, your information, and for all the work we've done together over the years too. I very much appreciate that.
It's a good one, man. And if you guys need any kind of help or something, I'm in Legit Group and in Superstar SEO. You can always go and tag me on that as well. Myself and Chris, long time back, we were thinking about doing some kind of like every 15 days or at least one a month kind of a sessions for website audits, because that's something I sit on calls every single day with the clients as well, doing the audits and on a deep level audits. So if that is something going to interest you, you guys can always tell Chris, and I'm more than happy to jump on a call again and discuss that stuff too.
We will definitely do this again. I think there's going to be quite a bit of demand for you to come back. So on Wednesday, we will be live again with Marketing for Grownups. I'm going to make that a regular show. So, so look forward to that sometime Wednesday. Then on Friday, we'll do something live for something about freelancing. I don't quite know yet. Then next Monday, I'm going to have on my friend Ram Valderrama, who is a startup CEO entrepreneur who started an online streaming channel that's done very, very well. It's called Stream Now TV. So look forward to that next week. And as always, you can find us in Legit Superstar SEO. And if you're watching on YouTube, please like, subscribe, comment, notifications, all those things. If you're watching on Facebook, they don't really give you any of those options, so you can't do that. So thanks a lot, Rohin. Thanks a lot, everybody, for attending. We'll do this again soon. And most importantly, figure out what you want out of life and go out and get it, because you owe it to yourself and you owe it to the world. See everybody again.
Thanks, guys. Thank you. Bye-bye.